Hi, and welcome to All About
Butterflies.
I have my little helper with me today. We're going to talk about butterflies. So let's get started on what we're going to go over. So we're going to go over the life cycle of a butterfly.
Yes, the life cycle of butterflies.
What do butterflies eat?
Yes, what do butterflies eat?
How do butterflies protect themselves?
How do butterflies protect themselves?
Because they're food for some things.
They're food for some things.
And the butterfly migration.
And the butterfly migration.
And then we'll go over an at-home activity.
And then we'll go over the at-home activity.
And give you some resources.
And give you some resources.
Okay. So let's start with the life cycle. This is the life cycle of an anise swallowtail.
It goes from eggs to caterpillar to cocoon to a butterfly.
To an adult. So yep, we start with the eggs, usually found on the leaves of plants that the caterpillar will eat. The caterpillar, which is also called the larva stage. After they get big enough, they form a chrysalis, which is called the pupa stage, and they change or metamorphose into a butterfly, an adult.
And can we tell them about
We can later. All right, so what do butterflies eat? What do you think they eat?
nectar?
Nectar. And this is one of the painted ladies, and she has her proboscis here, and she's sipping nectar from this lilac bush.
This lilac bush. And this is also from the last class. This lilac bush right here.
Yep. So these are some flowers, just a few flowers that butterflies absolutely love drinking nectar from. We have echinacea right here, coneflower.
Yes, echinacea.
And phlox.
Phlox, yes. Very.
Butterfly bush.
Butterfly bush.
Black-eyed Susan.
Black-eyed Susan.
Marigolds.
Marigolds.
And lantana.
And lantana.
So those are just a few. They love flowers and nectar. All right, so now let's talk about how they protect themselves. So these are just a couple ways butterflies protect themselves. They are prey for things like birds and lizards and snakes and insect-eating animals.
And you can see, I think you can see that butterfly right there that's blended into those orange leaves.
Yes, and what's that called?
Called camouflage.
Camouflage. Camouflage is one way. They look like other things in nature so that they
These
can't
are
be found.
eyes. So other preys with animals, flying things, they particularly know that it might be another predator like them.
Right, so they think it might be a larger animal than a butterfly, right? They think maybe they use the eye spots
and then
for that.
The white, there's a white, there's like a one with an open wing right here with the pink flowers.
Monarch.
Yeah, a monarch right there, and she, see all those white spots on her. She's blending into all the other white flowers, and also it's the other one too. Right.
Okay. But these two have bright colors to warn predators that they could be poisonous, and monarchs actually are poisonous.
Yes, they are only poisonous.
Yes, but this one is not a monarch. It looks very similar to the monarchs, but it's not a monarch, and it's just a look-alike. It pretends to be poisonous so that it doesn't get eaten. So yep, we have this monarch that's poisonous, and the caterpillar of monarchs eat plants that are poisonous so that they become poisonous as adults, so their predators stay away. This is beautiful camouflage. Beautiful eye spots to flash at predators to make them look bigger than they actually are. And lookalikes. Just some of the ways they protect themselves. All right, let's talk about migration, because believe it or not, a lot of butterflies migrate. So we'll talk first about the painted lady migration, because this just happened here in California. The painted ladies just migrated north from Mexico. And this is a painted lady right here. You may have seen them in your backyard. It's just an annual migration from the deserts of Mexico in winter to the breeding grounds in the Pacific Northwest. So they travel north in the summertime.
Yes, north in the summer side.
To lay their eggs, right?
To lay their eggs.
And then they travel back south in the fall and winter so they don't freeze.
So they don't freeze.
All right, monarchs do the similar thing, and the monarch migration through California is also amazing.
It's also amazing. They can hang on trees and fly to the trees. You can see all that green back down there that they're trying to migrate onto that green.
Yeah, they land on trees together to rest during their migration. And the monarch migration is more they fly together, so it's a pretty spectacular thing to see. But they travel a similar route to the painted ladies, so they go from the deserts of Mexico up to the Pacific Northwest. They need milkweed plants to reproduce.
Yes, they need milkweed plants!
Because that's the only food that the caterpillars will eat, so they need milkweeds. Wild milkweed is declining due to habitat loss and human impact. So monarchs are also on the decline due to things like
they are on the decline.
Pesticide use. Milkweed's considered a weed, so a lot of times it's sprayed or killed or pulled up. So they're losing their habitat very quickly. Also, climate change has a big impact on them. So what you can do is just plant a milkweed habitat in your yard. A lot of nurseries have lots of milkweed plants for the monarchs, so you can do that. And also just planting a pollinator garden in general, because monarchs love the nectar of all sorts of flowers.
Yes, they do.
But here's monarchs. They rest very famously in trees all together. In October, when they're going back. In October, when they go back down to Mexico, you can go to Monterey and see them. They're beautiful. This is them in flight, so it's a little blurry because they're all moving in flight together. All right. So let's give you an at-home activity to do about butterflies. What do you think? This was your idea. Do you want to explain it?
Okay. Here's our activity. It was my idea to do this. Find the butterfly life cycle.
Find the butterfly life cycle. Yeah, go on a butterfly hunt. Look very closely at leaves. See if you can spot each phase of a butterfly life cycle, from the egg, and mostly the eggs are laid on the underside of leaves. Look for caterpillars, look for chrysalises, and then also look for the adults and see if you can spot that. You can record or draw anything that you see, or even snap a picture and put it in your nature journal.
And now let's talk about the caterpillars.
Okay, hold on 1 second. And you can also see how many different kinds of butterflies you can find, which is called biodiversity. The more different kinds, the higher the biodiversity, which is good. So take pictures, draw, or record the ones that you see. You can even record which flowers they're on, what time of day you saw them, as much detail as possible. Then you can go back later and see if you can identify what kind of butterflies you found. And also, going along with last week's activity, plant a pollinator garden to attract those butterflies to your yard. You can see our last class on how to make a pollinator garden. I have lots of pollinator plants listed there, but you can also add milkweed to that plant. Or you can just simply make a list of plants that the butterflies love. All right, so if you're looking for further resources, you can visit my website, regenlives.com, for the handout that goes with this lesson. I have the activity for you and all of these resources. There's a bunch of monarch citizen science projects you can get involved in if you're interested in learning more about the monarchs and how to help their populations. Two kids' books I like, two kids' books that I love, that my kids love, are Caterpillars and Butterflies and A Butterfly is Patient. There's a great list of pollinator plants on xerces.org, this website, and then there's a couple good YouTube videos on butterflies if you're interested in watching those.
And now,
all right, go ahead. Tell them your story. What did we find yesterday?
We found in a small bush.
It was a California fuchsia bush.
Yes, it was a California fuchsia bush. This whole bush is filled with moth caterpillars.
Do you remember the type of moth caterpillar it is? It's a white-lined sphinx moth caterpillar, and they will take out your tomato plants if you're not careful. But in this case, they're taking out a California fuchsia But that's not a coincidence, right? Because the adult moths are actually pollinators, and they pollinate the California fuchsia flowers. So when those moths transform into adults, they'll have food waiting for them. The flowers will already have bloomed, and they'll have food waiting right for them, right?
Yeah!
We saw lots and lots. We hope that it doesn't take out the whole plant. But, all right, can you say thank you for joining us?
Thank you for joining us, and I want to write something on my list, and I'm going to show you it.
Okay. Did you draw a flower, a butterfly, and your name?
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for joining us.